Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Brooks and Hooks Fishing. I just thought I'd announce that this year I'm going to fish in 5 tournaments, and they're in several different places. The first one will be in Kissimmee, Florida. I have a hard time saying that. It looks like Kissimmee to me, but it's Kissimmee, Florida, Toho Lake. Be doing that one the 1st of February. Then I'm going to be moving to Guntersville, fishing that's in Alabama. Then Lake Ozark in Missouri. Then I will be fishing Del Holler in Tennessee, and I will be fishing Chickamauga in Tennessee. I've entered 5 tournaments this year, and it's a part of the Major League Fishing circuit that they have, and I'll show you a little bit about it. Let me set this up for you. Hopefully you can see this. This is Major League Fishing, and you have several different series. You have the Bass Pro, you have the Cup events, you have the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit, then you have the Toyota Series, and the Toyota Series is the one I'll be fishing in. And I was fortunate enough one year that I fished Lake Guntersville, and I drew this guy, Mark Rose, and we didn't do too bad. We caught several 5-pounders. I caught one 5.5. He caught several that big and some others, but it was a really great experience, and I'm hoping that I am going to be able to bring each and every one of my tournaments some video on YouTube for you. So I just thought I'd show you that. If it's I can get that to spread up. Toyota Series. Probably can't see it, but these are the events over here. Okay guys, I'm going to show you how I prepare for my fishing events that's coming up, for my tournaments. And we're going to start out with Lake Toho, and I'll have a few things I'll show you that I'll be using at Lake Guntersville, because once I leave I'll be going to both of those and not coming back. Then later on I'll show you some of the things that I'm going to be using for Lake of the Ozark in Missouri and in Tennessee for those 2 tournaments. So we'll start off with I'm going to be doing a spinnerbait. The fish should be up shallow, and I'm guessing it all depends on who I pick, where they fish at, but I'm thinking about fishing weeds is what I'm going to say they're going to be fishing. Hoping the bass are up shallow. Some should be spawning, so I'm going to be using a spinnerbait. This is not the exact one I'm going to be using, but I'm going to show you what I have done. This has a willow leaf on it, and then we got a little Colorado blade on it, and I kind of modified it, and I'll show you what I did. I've got all my rods packed and ready. I got them, put new line on them. I'll have them in these covers so they don't get tangled up so bad. On this line here, or on this pole, I have what is Super Pro, Super Slick. I got 50-pound test on this one, braid. Then I have got a leader on it. I've got a liter of Stren fluorocarbon, 17-pound test. Now what I've done is different. If you can see here, they're pretty close to the same, except I put a different blade on the back. And the purpose of that is the willow leaf. If you have willow leaves on your spinner baits, you can pull them through the water a lot faster, and it doesn't do as much vibration. With two of your Colorados, you can either use Colorado or Indiana blades, but they twirl the water and make it harder to pull it through. You can keep it up on top of the water at a slower pace, and it creates more vibration, more disturbance in the water, and that's what I'm hoping to use the most. I have all different colors too. One of the other things that's popular down there this time of the year is a rattle trap. I have several different types of rattle trap. Red is very popular. I got red, as you can see, they're all tangled up. I've got chrome with a blue back, and I got one here that's all different colors. And this one right here is a sexy shad. All of this is going to be packed in a backpack like this. This is my tackle box, which is a backpack, and I'll be packed in this so that we're allowed to take one tackle box. We're allowed up to, I think, 7 rods, fishing rods, and one all-weather bag. That's for like your rain suit, so forth, gloves. This one right here is a little bit longer rod. Just ran it into the wall. And this is the rattle trap I'm going to start out with fishing. And as you can see, the hooks are extremely sharp. I got 50-pound test line on this reel. This is a Quantum KVD reel. This is a film stream rod. It's a medium heavy rod. It's kind of long. I have 50-pound suffix on that one. And I will always put a leader on the end of my braided line. I like to fish braided line and then just add either a mono or fluorocarbon leader onto it. All depends on what I'm fishing. I showed you some of the others rattle traps I had there. This is another box. This has hooks, weights in it. I got a little bit of everything packed for that. I'm not packing a lot. These I have to carry in my backpack, so I can't pack a lot. I have 4/0 and 5 as far as my hooks. Then I have some more that are gigantic, which I probably will not use. I have all different types of weights. I put everything in little containers, as you see. That way, if I ever drop my tackle box, I'm not picking up individual hooks or picking up individual weights. I'm just picking up little containers. I actually ordered these online. I bought hundreds of them from a pharmaceutical company. And what I do is, whatever I put in here, I don't know if you can see this or not, I have red 3/8 inch, 3/8 ounce weights in that one. I do the same thing with my hooks. These are 4/0. I have my bobber stoppers. And if I go to a swim bait, these are 1/2 ounce. And I was telling you, that's what we used at Lake Guntersville. I might be using it in Lake Guntersville this year. And I like these tackle boxes. They fasten real tight on 3 sides, and they have like a, I don't know if you could see it or not, it's a little like foam sponge that seals it, makes it watertight. I'll show you this other setups for that. Okay, this is something else that my spinner bait I'll be using a lot, and this right here I'll probably be using even more. This is a worm rod. It's a Skeet Ree's signature rod. I have got a Lew's reel on it, speed spool. I got 30-pound test on this, and of course I have the 17-pound fluorocarbon. And the way I set this up is I'm really big on double bobber stoppers. I usually like a black and a red. I just like the red because it's more visible to me. I've got 3/8 ounce tungsten weight on there, and this is a 4/0 hook. And there's 2 different things I'm going to be using on this. If you watched any of my other videos, you know I am big on rage crawls. So it all depends on how the fish are setting up on what I use. Oh, and by the way, these are my bags. It's going to have my different soft baits in it, which I'll put inside this. This right here is what I'm going to be using. It's a rage crawl. This one in particular is Bama Crawls, the color, and I'll be setting it up on this, which I'm not going to show right now. And this is pretty sharp here. I sharpened this one, so it hangs really good. What I do is I take Dremel here, I turn it on, and I just barely touch the sides. Maybe a little bit on the top until I get it really sharp. I'll be taking this with me also. The other thing that I'm going to be using, if the rage call don't work, and which I use a lot in Florida and Kissimmee. Yeah, this right here is a 10-inch. I guess I could get one out and show it to you. Just rip the package. It's Berkeley power bait. It's a 10-inch, and I'll be using it a lot. Nice big long profile. My goal in these tournaments, at least in 2 of them, probably Lake Toho and Chickamauga, I'm hoping to land a 10-pounder. I've never caught a 10-pound bass. I caught about an 8-pound last year. Never caught a 10. That's my goal. I want to try to catch a 10-pounder, and I'm hoping I get it on video for you so you can watch it. I have other baits. This right here, I figure I probably will use at Lake Guntersville. I'm not going to open it. It's salty and nasty and slimy. But it's a woolly bully, and this color is June bug, and I like Bama Crawl on that one too. So make sure they're sealed up. As you probably know, I've been spending days getting all my poles set up, re-rigged, ready to go. Those are going to go in there. I have my little clips. Clip one of my bass lips so I can drop them in a live well and get them back out real easy, keep them separate. I got 6 of those. I have my Ripola scale. There it goes. If it be necessary, if I catch fish that are close and I catch enough, I can weigh them if I'm going to be calling it. But I'm taking it just to be ready. I have a box that has my crankbaits. It's got some of my frogs in it. As you notice, I have a lot of red. Red is very popular to the bass, that is, this time of the year, early spring. I got my square bills, quite a few of those. I got larger square bills. I got different colors of them too. I don't think I'll be fishing a frog, but you never know. I'm taking 2. This is a popping frog. That's just your standard frog. I have my jerk baits. I love jerk baits. I'm a big fan of jerk baits. If you watch some of my videos, that's what I use. I'll show you in a minute what I did with one. It's kind of like a sexy shad, blue back, white bottom. This is almost like a pearl, a little bit deeper diver. And I have red and other colors. This is my tournament board. This is supposed to be an official Bass Pro Shop tournament board. Comes down to 15 inches. And measure my fish. In Florida, they have a 12-inch minimum. I think in Guntersville, it's a 15-inch minimum. So that's important. You don't want to get caught with the too small of a fish. All of my rods have braided line on them. Some have 30, some 40, some 50 pound test. They all have 17-pound fluorocarbon. This is a chatterbait. vibrating jig, whatever you want to call it. I will add a swim bait to the back of that. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to add. I'm going to wait till I get down there and see what they're fishing with. I'll probably trim that skirt up a little bit. These have become extremely popular in the last few years, and I love it. I fish a lot with it. I probably will only take 5 rods. I've showed you 4 so far. Okay. Last but not least, for the Florida trip, swim jig, Terminator. I'll be putting a rage crawl in the back of it. I'll either use the Alabama color, or I'll use a black and blue, something that looks like a bluegill. Those are the two that I'm most likely going to use. I will be packing, not with me, but in my truck or hotel, whatever. A whole box of different types of plastics, swim baits, worms, fishing line, punch baits. This is going to be one of my swim baits. I've used this before. This is going to be fished in Georgia. I mean, not Georgia, Alabama, in Guntersville. They like big swim baits. I'll show you one more rod. This one I have set up for Lake Guntersville, and I hope they use it a lot. I changed things on a lot of my setups. This is a jerk bait. I'm not going to take it all the way out. I'm just going to show you what I did. That was stupid of me, because I have to fix that. Fishing around rocks. If I draw somebody that likes to fish around the rocks, I'm going to be throwing this. It's got a really pretty color. It dives maybe to 8 feet deep, and kind of imitates the color of a shad, kind of a green speckled back to it. A little bit of orange on the bottom. I really like that. And as you noticed on the back of it, I got a little feather. I got a little bit bigger hook. It's red, and I like to add red. I usually carry a pack of red hooks with me that I add on to different things. And let's not try to spill all of them, huh? But I'll change out the hooks on my crankbaits, jerk bait. Sometimes I'll put one of these on the back. And I like to add feathers. A lot of your jerk baits you can buy with feathers. This one didn't have any feathers. So they're kind of a reddish orange. They got a little black in them. And I take these, as you can see, and I take a little bit of braided line and a little bit of glue, and that's what happened here. I put that on there before the glue dried. Stuck. I have to clean that off. And I just like that. A little bit of weight. This is a sinking one. So when it sinks, it's going to sink kind of like this, like a dying shad. So hopefully we fish around rocks. I love using the jerkbait. I'll clean that up later. I have several other rods with me that I'll be taking. I'll probably be taking about 10, 12 rods. And I'm only going to take 5 with me, actually, to fish with. Okay, I think I went over most everything that I need to go over. What I'm going to be doing on the fishing trip. Before each tournament, I will shoot a small video for you to see that, tell you what I'm going to be doing, and what I think will be working at that lake. And I just hope I draw some good guys that fish the same as I do. Let's put it that way. They're all good guys, don't get me wrong. They're all fishermen, great people. I just hope I draw somebody that fishes the way I do. Some people, not everybody fishes the same. But anyways, when I get to the tournament, I'm going to try to shoot the first day. I'm going to try to shoot the weigh-ins, some of the weigh-ins if I can. I've got the tournament director's permission to do the GoPro video, but I have to get each and every one of the guys I fish with permission in order to use the GoPro. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't know if I stated it. I am taking my boat to practice. I'm going to shoot some of that video in practice. But I am not, I am a non-boater or a co-angler, whatever which way you want to phrase it. I'll be fishing with a boater or a pro, whatever you want to call them. So I'm looking forward to it. Believe it or not, I am really excited. I've been preparing for this for months, believe it or not. And now they're all set up. I'm into 5 of them, and I hope they get some really good video for everybody. Thank you very much, and if you like what you see, please subscribe below. And if you got any comments, good or bad, I like them both, because I want to know if I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad. I like to know what you do like and what you don't like. So please, make a comment. I don't mind. And it's for my benefit to get better at this. And I hope this year, 2021, is going to be a great year for my videos. I've upgraded my GoPro. I've upgraded my computer status. I'm trying to learn. I've got people helping me, teach me how to do all this stuff. So I hope it's a great year. I hope to shoot some really good videos for you all. So just let me know what you think, and wish me luck, please, because I'm going to need it. Y'all have a good day.